Alright, today's something a little different. I'm doing kind of an unboxing, and a good friend of mine, Luke, sent me a carbon fiber handle for my GP 3500, and this foam piece will slide on like so, and it's hollow down the center for the wire. For our ground balancing wire, we have a push button right here. And it even comes with a couple screwdriver heads and a piece of sandpaper in case it needs just a touch up to make it fit just right. And I'm just going to replace this piece right here. And we got the ground balance button. And this little cord runs out and plugs into my detector. And all you really need to do this is peel off the cover I have on here. Okay, we take off the cover, and I'm going to remove the control box and the handle, and we're going to remove this older handle, and then I'm going to put the new one on. And I get a Phillips for down there, so we're all set. Pull these wing nuts. They're plastic. Hold up surprisingly well though, but you don't want a lot of metal on your detector. Okay, this one's loose. And we'll loosen up this one. And put the parts over there so I don't lose them, which I'm really good at, losing parts. Okay, it's that simple. The handle comes off, or the arm cuff comes off. And the control box is loose now. Okay, my machine has this little gizmo right here. And what that is helps keep the wire that goes into the control box right here. And I left it attached to show you that. And it holds that wire so it doesn't move around when I'm out in the field. And it's pretty cool to have. So we're going to remove that. And this plug simply pulls out like that. Control box is loose. And this is the wire I was talking about. On this thing, the wire runs out the side, which can kind of get snagged or in the way a little bit. I'm kind of intrigued by the fact that the one Luke made doesn't run out the side, it actually runs right up the center like this. So we're going to pull this off. Try to do it without losing the hardware. And that has our handle loosened up. Put these over here. And we're going to pull this piece off now. And it simply slides up and off, like so. Set it over here. Now, this plug in the end is a little bit bigger than the shaft on the outside, and so it helps to take the plug off too. It's a little more difficult to get off. We'll use a homemade knife a friend made for me. Pop that out. This thing's really sharp. You gotta be careful with it or I'll end up cutting my darn fingers off. Get the plug out. Okay, and the plug's out. Okay, now we're going to take this brand spanking new handle and see how well it fits. It's going to be a good tight fit that way. And I'm I'm going to have to get the screwdriver bit. Came with it. Okay, now it's just a simple matter of taking this apart. You got my wire hanging here. You pop off this part of the hand strap. And we're going to take off the foam here. Easier said than done. Just got to kind of scrunch it up and work it toward the top. Scrunch it up and work it toward the top. Try to do all that without tearing it. Okay, just about got it. This, incidentally, the way you replace the foam too, if you have the stock handle. But okay, slides out just like that. Now we have the button and the wire. Okay, I'm going to need to take this button out because I'm going to be using it in the new handle. And it just pops right out. And slides right out the hole. Just like that. And we're going to take the other part of this off. Same way you get the other one off. You kind of get it up to the top and just get it snug to the top and pop it off. Like that. Now we got the empty handle. Okay, so we're going to put this back on here. And we're going to run our wire down through the center. Just like so. And out this side, because that's where you have the groove. That's going to compensate the wire. Okay, this pops in here, like so. And this one over the top after the foam. I'm just going to go ahead and use my used foam. Pop that on there. And this piece right over the top. And there you have it. Isn't that spiffy? Now this is going to slide. I took these screws loose and I took the bracket off. Right here. And that gave me enough play in there to slide this on. You can see this is not split across here. It's a solid piece. So it's not in two parts. And we're going to slide that onto the shaft. And make sure the wire's lined up properly. And it is. And we're going to slide this right down to where I want it. Now I didn't have to do any kind of sandpapering or screwing around. He put it in there just in case. But it's sliding on just fine. It's a good tight fit is what you want. And down it goes. Alright. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. And then I will try to get this exactly where I want it. And show you how you to go about that. But right there it is. That simple. Alright, I'm back. I've got the box mounted again, getting it put back where I want it. And we got the handle on the machine. And all that's left now is to thread the wire. Wrap it around the shaft here and thread it down to where I'm going to want it here. And move it ahead a little bit and put the hardware back on. And it's this nice little piece right here. Goes on the back side and you put the screws back in it and it's a done deal. And that's all there is to it. And you got a really nice carbon fiber handle for your GPX or GP. Even the SDs, I think this would probably work on just fine, except you don't need the push button. let's see, back on, just like that, piece of cake. And this isn't going to slide, move around, any other trouble we had, and I'm guessing it's going to be a whole lot stronger. I probably won't break a shaft for quite a while. It's pretty cool. I think Luke, he's on my forum, and I think he actually would make one of these for somebody that wanted one custom made or something. I don't think he's actually going to sell them in a store or anything like that. But I do know that he would probably make them available if somebody wanted one. And not sure on the cost. I could probably find out if you email me or send me a private message. I can let you know what he would charge to have something like this made. It's all done by hand. I'm going to go ahead and wire this back up and give you a look at it when I'm done. And just playing with it's making me want to go out and hunt gold. So anyway, that's it for the carbon fiber install. Really not much to it, was there? Easily done. Easily done. Now here's a final look after the install. Really nice handle. I'm impressed. Lightweight, sleek. Goes on there really nice. Love the way the wire comes out on top. Goes around and mounts where it should. And the button mounted perfectly inside there. And there's the other side. All that stuff's supplied. And this other mount you see on here is the one I was talking about earlier. This is actually to hold this wire so it can't move when you bump, when you're out detecting, because it can give you falsing from right here. Yeah, they're about 20 bucks, I think. I got a few of them left in the shop from a fellow who made them years ago, a friend of mine, Mike. And this handle, Luke did an outstanding job. He outdid himself. And I think these are indeed available by special order. And you can get a hold of me to find out how, I think. I'm not sure what he wants to do with that yet. He really hasn't said. And I'm sure he'd make one for you, though, if you really wanted one. But boy, it's nice. It's lightweight, and I'm not going to break any more handles. I've been breaking about one of these a year, maybe more sometimes, depending on the terrain I'm hunting and pushing my coil into the bushes and whatnot. But well done, Luke. Thank you very much. And for now, Nugget Shooter out. See you next time.